Ooh. Oh, the doctor is in. Good evening, everybody. Let me just drop the volume of this slightly so that I can hear myself then. And also, hello! Hi everyone, how are we doing? How are we doing? What's going on, people? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Let me shut myself up on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube and we are streaming on Twitch today. And yeah, we're mod deep diving, folks. We're doing our mod deep dive. We are... Anyway, we're mod deep diving into the Starlight Cabal today, which is why we got some real heavy techno trance going on in the background. Because we need to get into the Starlight Cabal mood of drugs in-game, alcohol in-game also, and piracy also in-game. So that's the plan for today. We're going to be checking out the usual sort of mod deep dive stuff, or the deep dive stuff we've done previously. Checking out the ships, checking out the weapons, the wings, the lore, everything, basically, is what we're going to do. I'm not sure there is much lore to the Cabal, really. I don't really know. We'll see. And some purple lights. Yeah. Digits is on a 50 stream streak. Holy shit. I didn't even realise that. Nice, dude. Nice. Happy days. Happy days. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everything's going all right for you guys today. And let's get ourselves straight into the game today, shall we? Ooh. I need to move all the things around because I was playing Path of Exile the other night. So let me just get my camera group and all that kind of crap back in the correct place. There we go. And then Discord needs to go there. And then we don't need the playthrough text stuff on. Have I got the fleets and stuff on? No, good. We don't want those on at the moment because I don't have the Twitch bridge running. Yeah. Break out the recreational drugs. Exactly. That's the plan. Almost as much as you. Not quite. And no shanty forlorn. No. We will go back to Valheim soon, though. I think maybe after this Star Sector playthrough that we're doing now, the Domain Resurgence one. So maybe not soon. But I do need to go back to Valheim to finish off what I started. So that fan in the background is working overtime. It's so hot. Yeah, it ain't cold, is it? It certainly ain't cold. The lucky thing is I've got like the door, which is like just there, open through to the bedroom. And we've got like the windows in the bedroom fully open and this one fully open as well. And we seem to get like quite a nice breeze through the house, which is quite good. So we kind of get away with it, but when it's super hot, like my office gets to like 46, 47 degrees. And I've streamed in that as well. It's like, you know, it's not that bad in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. But yes, also, yeah, hello to everyone on Twitch and hello to everyone on YouTube. If there is anyone on YouTube right now, I don't think there is. YouTube is very quiet. But it is what it is. So yeah, let's jump into the Starlight Cabal. I'm just gonna pause this music now. That's enough of that. And we're gonna get the bangers on. There we are. So, right. So, obviously, with the mod deep dives, the way I normally run it, for those who don't know, is I do use console commands. We don't do it as a proper playthrough. We use cheat codes to get what we need with regards to all the ships, all the weapons, the hull mods, and everything that we want regarding the Starlight Cabal. So I'm looking into absolutely everything that I can get my hands on. I'm testing each individual ship. I'm trying all the different weapons, and I'm seeing what kind of stuff they set up their ships with. From what I can see, the Starlight Cabal have the same setup group, the same sort of weapon group, and the same wing group as Tritachyon. So that's what I can sort of see at the moment. I don't see any particular difference, so unless anybody else knows any different, then please let me know. But I'm going to do Tritachyon, Star Sector, Wiki, and I'm going to just follow the sort of the weapons and fighters setups for that list there, essentially. Suckers I had and still have a nice max temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Well, today it's not too bad. Today it's currently, well, my phone says it's 23, so it's actually quite a nice comfortable temperature right now. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good weekend, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Tiger, Yakumo, Forlorn, Digits, good to see you all. Hello. And to anybody who's just not chatting, welcome in. I sadly don't have Starlight Cabal and therefore can't scour TriOS for Cabal content. Starlight Cabal is part of the Underworld mod. So if you have Underworld, then you will have the Starlight Cabal. Because they are part of the same mod. So this is the Underworld mod, if anybody's interested. And it is made by someone called Dark Revenant, who I believe is quite a prolific mod creator. within Star Sectors, so it does a lot of work on mods. I believe I've actually spoken to Dark before, thinking about it. No, DR is it? Oh no, I will never be able to find him under that. No. I'm pretty sure I've spoken to him on Discord before. Or them, I don't know whether male or female, but... By the way, I wanted to ask, in my game of Starsect, I found nuclear bombers and put them in my capital via hangar conversion. I wanted to ask if those are vanilla or modded. Nuclear bombers? Definitely modded. Oh, it's by ship and weapon pack guy. There you go. If he makes ship and weapon pack as well, that makes a lot of sense. Sounds like something from the UAF. It does, yeah. Well, I'm thinking of like semi-brev fighters is pretty much what I'm thinking of here. Anyway, let's jump into it. So, this is the kind of the group of ships that you basically have in this. You start with these three. So these are the fitted ones, but I am going to store those away for now. We'll store all those. Okay, so this is the ships that we'll be looking at. So we've got a Starlight Wolf, Starlight Tempest, Starlight Afflictor, Starlight Shrike, Starlight Medusa, Starlight Harbinger, the Starscream Custom Combat Transport, the Climax class cruiser, the Starlight Fury, the Starlight Eos, the Starlight Aurora, the Starlight Doom, the Succubus class, the Odyssey, the Euphoria class, and the Palace Festival ship. So that is what we're going to be looking at today. Obviously, I don't have enough crew or anything at the moment, but that's fine because we've done all the cheat codes to get everything in anyway. So it's not going to be too much of a problem because we just get the crew we need. Obviously, we are going to do some fights and stuff like this, but I like to start this kind of stuff off with checking the kind of weapon systems, testing in the simulation, doing some sort of like one-on-ones with other ships and stuff, and see how they kind of pair up against other ships and things like that. So that's pretty much what we're going to do today. We're going to start off with the frigates, and we're going to work our way to the capitals as we go. I'm just going to take helmsmanship because most people will take that for everything, gunnery implants, and field modulation because the chances are people are going to take that for everything. Because I found an arsenal station, and after I read nuclear bomber, I instantly put hangar conversion on my ship and put those suckers in. Yeah. I'm actually interested what those bombers are, because I'll have to play those. Okay, so I'm guessing this is kind of just your standard wolf for it. Oh, it's universal. I'm sure that's an energy turret normally. Do you guys know, are there any Cabal weapons, like specific Cabal weapons? I haven't found any, so if not, I'm just going to go with what Tritachyon would run on their ships. Sound fair? Because they are basically just an offshoot of Tritachyon. They're basically Tritach pirates. So let me see if I find the Underworld mod. Oh, there you go. I've got it right there. So, right. So this is the Silver. You have TriOS, right? No, I don't. I don't use TriOS. I don't like that. Sometimes when you use TriOS, it kind of corrupts all your fucking files and stuff like that. I'd rather do like one mod out, one mod in, and fully remove a mod, fully update the mod with the new pack. I'd rather just do it myself. It saves issues, in my opinion. Out of my experience so far, anyway. But I do know of TriOS, yes. Anyway, so the Starlight Cabal by the mod author is as follows. The Starlight Cabal is an exclusive cult of like-minded entrepreneurs and inheritors deeply embedded within the Tritachyon Corporation. Believing that the future of mankind mandates complete technological synthesis, the Cabal ostensibly seeks a higher euphoric state of being. However, to attain ascension within this scientific dark age, the price is steep. For the privilege of membership, tremendous sums of credits must be paid, either directly or indirectly, into a dark web of Cabal-controlled hedge funds and capital investments. Skeptics mock the Starlight Cabal as an elaborate financial scam, and others excoriate the organization as nothing more than a corpo-backed privateer group. Critics of the Cabal tend to stay low, however. More than a few whistleblowers have mysteriously disappeared over the cycles. The Starlight Cabal encourages a doctrine of acquisition, aka hyperspace robbery, broadly engaging in acts of piracy and the occasional bout of terrorism or vandalism. Direct strikes on political entities are rare, however. So, it looks like we're going to be doing some piracy today, boys. So prepare yourself. Don't even use it for mod upgrades. It can search mod content, very convenient for finding shit. Ah. Maneska 2nd Battle Group Nuclear SP Nuclear Bomber. No idea what that is. Sounds like UAF. But yeah, so within the Underworld mod itself, it says Underworld seeks to flesh out the pirates and criminal elements in Star Sector. Included are numerous new ships, the Starlight Cabal faction, which we're looking at today, the Cabal skins, and an IBB battle featuring a unique astral, a new star system, and numerous campaign features. So, while I'm playing the mod for Underworld, we are going to be specifically looking at the Starlight Cabal as a faction. Okay? So, what content we do, I will try and keep it within the Underworld side of things if I can. But yeah, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the Cabal. So, let's get cracking. Right, so what we got here? So we've got a phase skimmer. Cabal upgrades. Radical exterior upgrades have been applied to this ship, appealing more to gauche vanity than any sense of practicality. Shaped, energized pink plates cover almost every surface, including some of the shield nodes, offering a 20% increase to armor, 10% for phase ships, at a 10% cost to shield efficiency and phase cloak upkeep. The interior of this ship is an awe-inspiring display of opulence, replete with accommodations worthy of a luxury resort or executive yacht. Unfortunately, these changes require a significant rework of the ship's internal layout, yielding a net reduction in flux performance of 5%, while crew casualties are increased by 10% and in-combat repairs take 25% longer. On the other hand, the ship's weapon mounts have been upgraded, a miracle that demonstrates the Cabal's powerful tri-tac connections more than anything. Furthermore, as a result of the ship's stock capabilities being crammed into a smaller space, the useless Cabal luxury can be theoretically stripped out and replaced with some real upgrades, allowing the installation of one additional built-in hull mod. Well, that means we're going to have to play with hull mods then. Story points. Let's just add 200 story points in. Okay. If I had Underworld right now, I would go to the ship or weapon search and be able to put in mod Underworld to see all the content and if they have any unique weapons. You know what? Let me put Yakumo. What would I do without you? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, what I have done is this. So I've got this, and I've been through all of these weapons on the add all weapons cheat, and I haven't seen anything that's tagged as Starlight Cabal or anything like that. What I did find was these Killer B LPCs with unique Starlight Cabal. So obviously we need to check those out. But from what I can see, everything else is high tech, low tech, midline, unknown threat, or common. So, or shrouded dweller. So everything else is the same, as far as I'm aware. They don't have any weapons. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow Tritachion's fitting list then, essentially. Which is fine. So when I do the video for this, we're not going to have a weapons section. I'm going to do a specific. I'm going to do, I think, like an example ship fitting type section where I say, like, this is how I would fit this ship. This is how I would fit this ship. How does that benefit your fleet? Things like that. Instead of this is this weapon, it's good for this reason. Because people already know that from the Tritac one. And I hopefully that will make for good watching and interesting learning, you know. Yeah, so For medium energy then, we have... where are we? Medium energy, grav beam, heavy burst, phase lance, pulse laser, ion pulsar, heavy blaster, ion beam. Now, everyone would probably say to do ion pulsar, but I think phase lance. Bear in mind we are using... We're going to be using AI for this. 200 flux per second. That's less, okay. Interesting. What small missiles can we use? Small missiles. Atropos, Harpoon, Reaper, Sabo, Atropos, Breach, Salamander, Swarmer, Annihilator, Harpoon, Sabo. Yeah, well, cool. There we go. So the standard sort of... The standard things that you would fit to a wolf. There seems to be a unique boss ship if you want to check that out. Is that the Palace ship or is that the Astral? Because I have both. This is the unique Starlight Cabal ship. The Euphoria. And this is the Palace class. Neither. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's check that out then. What's that? Where do I find that? Right. We're staying away from threat weapons. We're staying away from unknown weapons. Oh, wait, do we? It's just called the Disco Ball. Doesn't seem to be a serious ship considering it's just a sphere with 12 large energy slots. Amazing. We need to find the sphere. We need to find the sphere. So, Disco Ball is part of the Astral. Deploys a single powerful drone armed with 6 tachyon lances. That is fucking silly. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, cool. So let's blast through these frigates then. So if we were going, I'm going by the Tritachyon ship fitting, right? Do you think I should do that, or do you think we should open it up to Omega weapons now for the mod deep dives? I think maybe for the deep dives, we should probably keep it contained to normal weaponry, and then people can just use the upgrade. Yeah, because I could spoil Omega stuff then. So yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it with this. Also, hello Eel, how you doing? What's going on? So we are heavy there. We probably want some sort of anti-shield then, actually. And we probably want some sort of anti-shield here. Can we use light needlers as Tritachyon? Yes, we can. Light needler. Lovely. Need to max this. Probably stick safety overrides on this as well for a laugh. Maybe not. In fact, we might do still, actually. So the shield arc is dog shit. But that's fine. It is also only a front shield. I'm going to put safety overrides on so there's no point in ITU. I'd say then what we probably want to do is we probably want hardened shields, and we probably want be any for that, it's pointless. What else? Probably stabilized then, I guess. It's not great, but we'd be building it in, that's the only reason. Maybe flux distributor, because we can have 3 built-in hull mods because of the Cabal upgrades. So we build those 3 in, and then we pop where is it? Safety overrides on. There it is. And then we bang that up to 4. There we go. So let's try Let's try this out. Let's just hit a repair on there so all ships are repaired. Okay, 70% is fine. Let's run the sim. So, reasonably the same points, so we'll go... Just go for whatever that is. Yeah. Where did my sabers disappear to? I mean, yeah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. You have everything then. Nice one. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate you checking. Okay. So it shits on something that's a similar cost. Let's up that to a Shrike. Oh. I did mean to teleport there, not to... Ow. Why does he just ram me? What a little shit. Oh, I can't turn my ship either, so I'm fucked. Oh no, I'm still fast as fuck, so it's fine. Like, anytime I go anywhere near the Shrike, it just rams me in the face. Oh, everything's offline. 1 second, I'll come back in a minute. BRB. 1 second, 1 sec. Chill, 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 chill. Okay. I literally hit skim, and I have no skims left, which is awkward. Try to ram me again, a little prick. I'm flamed out, apparently. The good thing is about this, though, it's so fast. It's very fast, which is good for the AI. Good old ion beam doing ion beam things. Yeah, yeah. But look at how well it's holding its shield. That's literally fine, it's not a problem. We're so fucking fast. I tried to take the shields down to drop the Sabo damage, but the fucking beams hit me immediately. I could do that better, I think. Where's the... Oh, wait. I can do that better. Now that I know it likes ramming. Oh, you fucker. I'm done for there. Try again. This ship does feel strong, to be fair. To be fair, it's holding shield against 4 weapons that don't do hard flux damage and 2 Sabo SRMs. Yeah, true, true, true. True. Maybe I hit him with the old phase lance, but oh, alright, great. Just instant overloaded. And then once that's happened, you're basically fucked. Yeah, I can't do anything here. There we go. That was probably the worst case scenario that could have happened. bastard. We just pressure him now. We could still lose this, but it's likely that we do, actually. We just stay in it, we stay in it. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to... No way did he win that! No way! We can win this. We can win this. I've got a grudge against this guy now. You bastard. What? Why can't I teleport? Oh, I'm flamed out. I'm done for. Okay, it's a weird mix. It's like you have to be aggressive, but you also have to be very defensive. It's kind of an interesting playstyle, to be honest. Like once he's down, like you can keep him down with the needler. Once you've got your sabers up on him, and it's all right. Like, yeah, bitch. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you just need to be ready to dodge the sabers, basically. But I think that's pretty good. I don't know. Do you guys think that an ion pulsar would do better? The hell is this? Phase Lance, double ion cannon, 3 sabers. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by this. I'm going to give it a go against the this again. However, this is the AI setup, so it's the AI's turn. AI just takes the sabos to the face. Hello, Ultra, how you doing? All you need to be so close that the sabos direct impact rather than firing the projectiles. Yeah, the problem I was having was I wanted to be close enough, but far enough away that if he just tried to ram me again, I could have time to like teleport to the left or right. Because every time he was ramming me, it was doing tons of damage. I see how this is going to go already. Not too bad, mate. Just blast and PO. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of the same as well, mate. I did a little bit after work today. Actually, this isn't how I thought it was going to go. Well, yeah. This isn't how I thought it was going to go, I'll admit. Like, it might actually win. Two Void Stairs and 85 out of 100 maps. Nice, dude. Well done. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that this custom fit is quite nice. You don't have the flux issues from having this. Maybe that would be better, just to give it a little bit more tankiness. 7-7. There we go. But yeah, I think that's the setup, by the way. Like, let's have a look at the other ballistic weapons that we can use. Small ballistics. Railguns. That's it. I don't think it would work with a railgun on. I don't think a wolf needs a point defense laser, I'll be honest with you. I think it's kind of pointless on a wolf. You can just run away. And the PD lasers that you'd put on a wolf are kind of pathetic anyway. Like, they're the kind of thing that you need to amass a lot of to really add pressure to that sort of thing. Tactical lasers, IR pulse lasers, kind of shit. Ion cannons are alright, to be honest. And antimatter blasters aren't too bad either, but the Wolf couldn't handle the pressure with the antimatter blaster here as well. Because what's an AM blaster? What are we looking at? 146 flux per second would take it to, what's that? 339, 439. So it actually could handle it. But then we'd need expanded magazines. I'm going to test one more thing with this. And this is a fairly solid test for a frigate, I think, taking on a Falcon. Oh, you bastard. Come on. Have a bit of that. The thing is, look, it's so fast and so maneuverable that you can just sit behind these things. I can even outmaneuver the missiles in this thing. That's quite impressive. I wonder if this thing can take on an onslaught. Oh, I put myself in a very bad position there. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't even know you could teleport over the ships like that. I'm going to have to back out here. That's a shame. Oh, I've only got one. I'm not looking at the count of my fucking phase skimmer. I need to let that recharge. Okay, I've got two now. It didn't work that time! As much as I like my mining lasers, they would only be there to soak up EMP damage. Yeah, well, that's it. It's kind of nothing, right? It's just nothing. I think the rear-facing mediums on the onslaught are too much for the Starlight Wolf. Yeah, potentially. Because they usually fit, like, flaks and stuff like that in there as well. Oh,
System
fuck off with the
update.
flame out.
Access level
you bastard.
upgraded. Systems operating.
Yo,
at
crew,
enhanced
how you
capacity.
doing, buddy? What's going on, man? Thank you very much for the resub, dude. Appreciate
System
that.
update. Connection
you very much.
sustained. Continued support confirmed.
Hey, bruv, sorry for the lack of hello last raid. I was in the middle of a heated debate. Yeah, I did think you were. It's all good, though. It's all good. You don't owe it to me, dude. You don't owe it to me at all, pal. I fucked this up already. I gotta keep pressuring this shield. Yeah, we go. Right. Get behind him. Zap him with the fucking lasers. Take that, criminal! Wait, no, I'm the criminal. Take that, policeman! I'm the criminal ship this time. Die, policeman. In game, in game. Yeah. Yeah, keep on the engines. Nice, nice, nice. Don't fuck it up. No, I fucked it up. That's exactly what I said not to do, if I may know. Aha, we're back. Recovered it. No, get off me. Get away from me. We don't like your kind here, Eagle. It's not an eagle, it's a falcon. We don't like falcons either here. he's got chunks coming off him. No, you bastard. I was hoping he'd just fly into it then. That was cheeky. Hi, Paul, as well. Back to look and appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I also see some heavy autocannons on the rear facing mounts very often. That also would be kind of nasty. Yeah. We're in. Oh, we beat the eagle. And yeah, we can kind of get out of the way of salamanders. I'm actually quite impressed. Right, let's take a look at the Starlight Tempest then. What have we got? So, standard Terminator drones. Similar upgrades with the Cabal. Double, medium, small, universal. I mean, I think anytime you have a frigate with access to 2 forward-firing med slots, you do this, right? Oh, no, don't want that. I think this is pretty much your go-to. Oh yeah, by the way, we're called Paula Party Time as well. Obviously. I think this could benefit from... I think without the AI, this would be fine. I didn't check how the AI flies this thing, but I would imagine it's probably spot on for the AI, to be honest. It's something they can dart in and out with. It's fast, it's maneuverable. It has missiles on it that they can use to break shields, which is always good. I don't think I'm going to do... what's it called with this one? Safety overrides. I want to see if we can do it without it. But I feel like the Cabal ships really fit safety overrides. I don't like to say, oh yeah, you got more armor, but yeah, how much? 40. Pointless. So, do I need extended shields for this? I do. Maybe we do shield convert front, extended shields, and then hardened shields built in. Full 360 arc. Covers us from salamanders, which is nice. We then build in IT... Well, no, we don't build in ITU, sorry. We pop ITU on. We do flux distributor. We do advanced optics. And now we have... Do I not have the mod on for showing us how this extends it? So what's ITU? So this will be 10% extra, so that's 660, 860 range. Stupid that I took that mod off. Okay, so what are we looking at here? 8 points. Let's try another 8-point frigate. Well, there's not really, is there? Let's just try a shark. That's pretty nasty range. It is somehow faster than me. Like, I am doing 207 meters per second directly at this guy. I'm out of sabers, which is annoying. It said my termination sequence was ready, and then when I pressed F, it went click. Cool, 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 cool. ITU barely does anything. Yeah, it's true. That is very true. Oh, no, fuck that up. Damn it. Oh, I overloaded myself though. Just getting used to the... I need to remember that termination sequence has a flux cost. I think it's like 200 or 300 flux or something, so it's not cheap. Yeah, there you go. Luckily, this battle pass doesn't seem to be able to actually do anything about fluxing me out. You know what I mean? It like fluxes me out and it's not really a problem. I think termination sequence takes some flux if you're at too high flux to activate it, yeah, and I think it just overloads you. I don't think you get a choice. I think if you use it, you're just fucked. Let's see if I can get in. I can't get in tight either, that's annoying. It's instantly overloaded. I didn't click termination sequence either though. Doesn't have many of them left. Well, apparently he does, that's all. That's why it's clicking. That's what the clicking is. It's because it's too high flux. Oh. Just keep spamming. You can't see me spamming, don't worry about it. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. I don't know how... That didn't feel great on the pressure though, I'll be honest. I didn't feel like it actually added the pressure that I wanted it to. So maybe... Yeah, maybe we need to actually drop that off and literally just put it into capacitors for more shield. Because we're focusing a lot on the shield, aren't we? Maybe I needed to build in flux distributor. It would only be another 10 though, it's pointless. So yeah, the ITU, I think, yeah, you're right, Digits, I don't think that's worth it. It's only 60 range compared to the 200 that advanced optics gives me. Now, I'm wondering if something like a graviton beam here would be useful. And I'm going to try it. Sure. And I'll try it against the same thing. You let your replacement rate drop to 30? Yeah, well, I'm terrible with carriers, so... So now we've got that constant pressure from the graviton beam as well. Okay. So it seems to just add that like nice little bit of extra pressure that we didn't have before. And maybe an ion beam or something would be better. Oh no, that's medium, I wouldn't be able to... Oh no, they are mediums, they're phase nots. Duh. And you see how, even though I'm firing the graviton beam, my soft flux buildup is dropping, and that's nice. So this time we're going to go for... We'll go for the attack, and we'll send in our terminators normally. We won't try and use the termination sequence. He's just going to keep shitting these missiles out at me. I'm going to need to get flux here. Sadly, we're out of sabos here, but here's what it is. The thing is, like, it's not a ship that's doing well on its own. But it is quite nice in the sense of if you think of it as like a support ship, right? Yeah, that made you think twice, didn't it? Okay. Go again. Maybe this needs auxiliary thrusters. The thing is, the graviton beam doesn't keep the flux up that well. I think the phase land seems to be doing a very good job of that. I've used both of my terminators back, really. I think this needs to be slightly more powerful. What if you used 2 graviton beams for shield damage, multiply it, and then had termination sequence plus fighter hull mods as your actual damage? Potentially, yeah, potentially. This one trades the Wolf's combat mobility for overall speed. It seems that way, yeah, it does seem that way. Yo, Max, what's up? All those Sabo missiles make me think of the restacked racks, which makes the racks smaller. No, well, there's not that many on this thing, unfortunately. Not that many on this thing. Otherwise, I'd be firing them, don't you worry. Nice. The problem we have with high-tech ships is our combat readiness is dropping way lower than we really want it to right now. So yeah, we've just got to make better use of our what's it called? The Terminator drones. At the moment, we're not going to beat this flux now. Yeah, actually, we need him to shoot. We can't even hold that flux level. even that. No, I think that's it. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's not this then. Maybe this isn't the play. Let's do add ship, Starlight. Oh, okay, Tempest. Okay. UW underscore, star, no. Okay. So we've added a new one, hopefully. Yeah. So maybe we do a more in-your-face, like, actual, like, blaster ship that just goes and fucks people up. That's what I'm thinking. But what were we saying? 2 graviton beams for shield damage multiplier and the termination sequence plus fighter hull mods. So you're thinking 2 of those. Maybe something like Atropos on the front, maybe, or something like that, or even a Reaper or something. Yeah, and this one. Fighter hull mods. What kind of fighter hull mods? So deck crew. And then we do... Well, let's leave the shield as is for now and just sort of leave it. We'll bang hardened shields on there. Let's hit the repair quickly. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Let's do advanced optics. So that'll be 1100. No, 1200. Being all soft flux stops it from being in and out ship, so all that speed is just for keeping pressure. Yeah. Maybe we just build in these then. And then we hit an auxiliary thrust. I should have actually built in auxiliary thrusters, thinking about it. And then maybe hardened subsystems or something. Or I mean, we could do something like advanced turret armored weapon or something like that. So then it's not for 1v1. Yeah, I don't think this is... This doesn't seem like a 1v1 ship, strangely. You'd think it's like a Tempest would be. What about flux distributor and front shield at the cost of 2 capacitor? That's probably not a bad idea. Although we're not particularly worried about... I guess, actually, it would be quite smart. Okay. So, we're going to do the same again. I'm not going to do this entire fight if it looks like it's going to take 40 years. Right. Okay. So, now... That's pretty significant. Pretty significant shield hit. Okay, Astropos doesn't do a hell of a lot though. Feels very maneuverable now I've got Aux thrusters on there, which is quite nice. Problem is I need to drop back now and drop my shield for a little bit. Oh, there's a rock there. Don't worry about the rocks. They're fine. No. But now, look, we're pretty much out. I think it might need expanded missile racks on if we're going to do torpedoes. You fucking idiot, Terminator drone. Absolutely fucked me there. Luckily, replacement rate is still quite high. So the other one should be up shortly. Yeah. Maybe even something like swarmers would be better here, just for extra pressure. But see, now I've got nothing. And he's got dual machine guns on the back. That's cheating. Okay, so that's not going to work. I don't think that's the play. $770. Okay, so let's think about, so 500, 600. I can't wait to get to the carriers. I'm looking forward to the carriers as well, to be fair. Let's try out then. Phase Lance there, Graviton being there. Right. So we'll actually do integrated targeting here. I know that only brings that to 770, that to 660. No, that's kind of shit to me. Oh, we've got advanced optics in already, so that's fine. I liked the deck crew, so we'll keep that. That felt better. Shield conversion front is a yes. Yeah, flux distributor is pretty much required now, and then max out that as much as we can. Okay. The hell? Oh. The flux distributor idea was good for dropping your shields while lasering from out of range. Yeah, it was. That was a good idea. It's going to be a little bit different now that we're running a needler. But I felt like out of range it was good for this, because we could drop in a Terminator like that, and then drop in a Terminator, and then slap a bunch of information at him. So now look, I can recover shields whilst I keep pressure on his shields. Which is pretty nice. Just got to dodge a sea of missiles. So Phase Lance now should be able to do its job. And again, we've got him by the balls really there. Yeah, he's going to hit the wall there. Don't want to put my shields down if I can help it. Up if I can help it. It's just like tactical use of shields, isn't it? Okay. So we're going hit with the not light needler, double Terminator. Boom. Give him everything we got. Nice. We'll hold the Terminator for now. Nice. Okay, cool. We'll we'll move away slightly. Shields down. Let our flux regenerate. Shields up. Move in with the Needler. Double Terminator. Too soon. Hey, he still put his shields down though, so we're still doing okay here. Flux Disc was a great shout. Keep moving away. Kite where we can. It's like the old school Eve nanofiber days. Get in your Vagabond, kill loads of stuff, don't get close to it. Okay, well, I kind of need to get close now. Okay. Needler in. Don't think we're quite ready for... Now we are. He's fucked. He's fucked. I missed every shot of the Needler though. Great, so he's not fucked. He's absolutely fine. Don't do a double Terminator if it's not a finishing blow. Oh shit, my shields. So I was thinking about that then. I think, yeah, like... Oh, fuck. I must admit that put me off, that comment I just sent. I'm not blaming it on you, I'm just saying it was your fault. There we go. But yeah. So I think that feels more comfortable, right? But yeah, you are right. You are right, 100%. Don't do a double Terminator unless it's a finishing blow. I think it's a case of sit back, apply your graviton beam, move in, hit the Needler, hit a Terminator drone at the same time, just for that extra bit of shield punch, and then, excuse me, if they're overloaded, hit them again with the phase lance, hit them with the other Terminator drone, chunk a load of their armor and hull away, and if not, just. If they don't overload, just go in and then back away again, and while their flux is high, and then basically just repeat the same process again with the other drone until you can pressure them with the two Terminator drones, and then you just go in and out and in and out like that, right? Cool. The Afflictor. What's this got? Delicate machinery. Phase field. Standard Cabal upgrades. Alright. So we've got Synergy, 2 Universals, 2 Hybrids. Now, what do I normally run with an Afflictor? Is it Antimatter Blaster in the middle with Dual Needle and then Reapers? That look about right? I feel like that's correct. Do we slam phase anchor on there? Do we need that? I think maybe... I don't know. I don't know. So it's got quite good armor now. Phase AI is great with Anchor and Needlers. Yeah, but not good with Reapers, right? Because yeah, this would be AI based. Can't be built in. Yeah, I forgot about that. So let's do. I think we do expanded missile racks. I don't think missile autoloader would do much for this. No. So there we go, we've got double the Reapers now. Maybe auxiliary thrusters. Not against that, you know. 770. That would only get that to 440. That's pointless. What do you guys think? What do you guys think here? My thoughts are as follows. Auxiliary thrusters built in, and then heavy armor, but built in. So it'll be reduced maneuverability 25 plus maneuverability 50. So a total bonus of 25% increased maneuverability. Increase the zero flux speed boost by 10 and double the zero flux turn rate bonus. Along with another 150 armor HP, which I think is pretty significant. Then add on the phase anchor and then max capacitors. That's my current thought. Let's try that. Auxiliary thrusters built in, heavy armor built in, and then phase anchor up. Phase ships don't need maneuverability. Yeah, but if they have it, they don't need it, but if they have it, they can just get anywhere at any point. Right. So this is a 12, so it's got to go up against something similar. Let's pop it up against a destroyer for now. Now, I'm going to AI this first. See how well it does. We'll see. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. I think it's doing all right, but I think it could have fully assassinated the hammerhead there if it didn't have that like too much maneuverability. I think we go heavy armor. I think we build in something else. And obviously we swap the Reapers out for Atropos. But that's good shield damage. Nice. Nice. That antimatter blaster is certainly kicking ass. Hardened subsystem? Yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna win now, probably. Get him, boy! Slowly kill him with needlers. That's it, hit his armor, why not? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, what I think we do then is we'll do adds ship, Underworld, Afflictor, Cabal, custom. Move into this one. And I think then what we do is we still have the antimatter blaster here. We still have the 2 needlers here. Damn it. Needler. Right. Then here instead we'll have something like Atropos torps. Less likely to miss. We'll build in expanded missile racks and heavy armor. And then we'll do hardened subsystems, you think, built in? Is there any need for it to be built in? We're going to have phase anchor. This needs to be maxed and this one, yeah. Well, this actually doesn't need to be... yeah, it does. I think maybe we need flux distributor or something, or flux capacitor, coil adjunct or something built in. Anyway, Silver, when's the Domain Explorarium expanded deep dive for real, for real? That's, do you know, I hadn't really thought about doing that. But considering our current playthrough, I think it's going to be a fairly good deep dive of it. I've never been more scared of Explorarium drones in my life. I haven't really had to fight them in this new playthrough because they're all my friends. So it'll be terrifying when I have to actually fight them. Right. Hello, Alex, you right? Heavy armor, expanded missile racks. What else? You know what's happening with that? I've messaged you on Discord about that. I need to know. Could you use that mod I mentioned that lets you play as derelicts? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could. Yeah. And that's probably what we'd do, right? We'd have to do something like that. Unstable? What I messaged you on Discord, Alex? I took a bounty with drones just to try it out. Just remember, any drone with combat burn is a menace to society. That's true. That's so fucking true. Okay, let's build in hardened subsystems in, so we've got it. And then we're slamming phase anchor in there. No. I know there's nothing in the last 9 days. What I'm saying is stuff that I've said previously. Yeah. I will... That, specifically. I don't know why that's not sending. Is that send? Yeah, it has. Okay. Play as derelicts, or do you mean recover Explorarium ships into your fleet? You play as derelicts. That's cool. That's cool. I might have to do that, actually. I might have to do that one day. Okay, so... my face when a castle hits me with this system can be used indefinitely, while speed burning at me with 11 large points. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Okay, right, we'll roll with this. And then we'll try another hammerhead. That's the issue they have not. I tried to appeal and I said we're keeping it banned. Familiarize with the rules. That's a difficult one. I'll be honest, Alex. It's a difficult one. This time he seems to be just getting shafted. Get in there, boy! I'm sure the Needlers were doing like double the damage last time. This is it, Alex, this is a discussion for Discord. You start a mothership and can use it to fabricate drones and such. That's really cool, actually. That's a very cool idea. Right, hold on. I don't know whether it's just the AI being wonky here, but I'm gonna do this instead. Needlers can fire whenever. That can fire. That's fine, right? Hello? Phase? Bitch? Okay, we can quickly relax here. No way did he get his shields up in time then. There's no way. Hello? Like, I'm trying to phase and it's just not bothering. You can also reverse engineer other automated ships. That's cool, man. That is cool. Yeah, you have to get us the link for that, here. That sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds awesome. I'm having real trouble with this here, boys, I'm not gonna lie. Probably shouldn't just phase right. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh, I just double clicked in phase. I'm done. So we're good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. There we go. We did it. Okay. I don't know how useful this is going to be in the hands of the AI. How would you guys fit this for AI? Or would you fit it like this for the AI and just hope that they could do it? It's at the bottom of the first page of the modding sub-forum. You reckon more Needlers? What, so we just go 4 Needlers and no Atropos? Don't trust AI with small phase ships. That's true. That's true. Hold on. Excuse me. Mods. Bottom of the modding subforum. All mods renewed. Navarchi of Titania. Better combat. Camion ship pack. I can't see any of the ships because they're all imager posts. And obviously we're banned in the UK from using it because it's bad. Yeah, go for it. You'll get shouted at by Nightbot, but you won't get banned. I honestly don't trust the AI sources in general, with the exception of the modded special ships like JDP's Laplicant or UAF links. I'll just post it in the Discord. Yeah, alright, yeah, that's fine. Post it in Discord, that's fine. I'll have a look. So you reckon double or quadruple needler? We can't fit that though. We can't, there's no way. There's no way. Unless we just do... Oh, we can't even do that. Unless we did that. So for like AI, quadruple needler, 1 Reaper. You put it in Star Sector mod suggestions. Yeah, nice. That sounds fun as hell. It won't kill stuff on its own, but it's amazing at support. That makes sense. Yeah, that shield pressure is really good. I'm not gonna lie, that is really nice shield pressure. Obviously combined with the entropy amplifier as well, inside a fleet, it's nice. I don't think AI is really going to do much here, but it is decent support. So I guess we roll with kind of both of these, and I can just say like, oh, if you're fitting it for AI, you can fit it like this. If you're fitting it for a player, you can fit it like this. That kind of thing. How far into this stream are we? We've got to be like, it's an hour and a half in, Jesus, and we've done 3 ships. Right, Shrike. What's this one like? Plasma burn, more armor, less flux, less dissipation. Make sure to max the caps. Vents don't mean much with the time boost. Ah. I suppose, yeah. Although I still probably want few. Would that work better then? I like how it used amplified entropy after it fired at it. Yeah, this is working better. It can fire off more shots, and then it just regenerates during phase. That's a very, very keen Reaper, that one. I mean, that one would have hit. Yeah, as expected. Okay, cool. Next, the Starlight Shrike. Now, I'm not really sure what to think about this, to be honest. But I do have a funny feeling that it's going to be very similar to what we've been fitting so far. So, medium missile, we probably want something like breaches or... Now, do you know what? Even? No, we probably don't. We probably want Sabo. Double Sabo pod on there? Ah, no. Maybe like a graviton beam or something there. And then basically just a load of tack lancers. Well, not tack lancers, but you know what I mean. Oh, that's not going to kill fucking anything. What am I on about? No, ion beam. Ion beam there. Sabo. Bam. Tactical laser. And then a couple of point defense. And then max this. We want... Yeah. It's destroyer, so it's 20. Yeah. That is 1200. That would be 1400. So it can just sit arranged and splat shit, basically. Build those two in. We could do hardened shields or shield converter front built in. That's not bad, actually. Double bash sabo is crazy. I am crazy. I'll do it again. The replies say it's decently jank, but that's to be expected from a work in progress mod series that lets you play as Derelict, Threat, Remnant, or Omega. Yeah, that is crazy though. That sounds amazing fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like a really good time. Okay, so hardened shields now, extended shields now for the full bubble, and shield shunt because hell yeah. No, I'm joking. I removed all my shit. I mean, I guess it does make sense. Now we'll just do that. We're just going to AI test this one. We are on 8 points. Let's just test it against another destroyer for now. Okay, let's go. Don't let me down, AI. This is all on you. Buzz, 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 buzz. Now, strangely, I find the Aurora to be quite a good beam ship as well. And a lot of people would probably shout at me for that. But this is really good at pressure. Because if stuff is fast and gets out of range, it just plasma burns back into range. And it's got a 1400 range on it, which is really good for a destroyer. And now, if for example you position this next to, say, your capital ship and stuck escort package on it, all of a sudden, you're getting like... I don't even know how much range you get on that. You get a shitload. But eventually, look. He's pushing through it. One of the comments brings up a bit of soft chat with Derelict Empire start from next. Says that for some reason repelling an invasion nukes your relations. Prepare thy console commands. Hey, thank God for console commands. I'm going to have to do a whole mod deep dive video on just console commands, boys. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to. That mod literally allows me to do so much. Like, I wouldn't be able to do these mod deep dives without, or faction deep dives either, without console commands. I just wouldn't have time to do it. But yeah, this is pretty good as a support ship, and I actually kind of like it. The one thing I would say that is a potential difference, actually, in fact, I'll name this. Well, it's not that. It's whatever. There you go. Light. We'll call it for a longer range artillery. There we go. For lack of a better term. Artillery destroy. Okay. So yeah, take this off, and I think if we play with this, we can get something pretty nasty out of it. And this is more for the player. And now I still like tactical lasers for this particular thing. Whether it works on this ship, I don't know. I don't really like the Shrike, to be honest. So we need expanded magazines, hardened shields, extended, and a bunch of that, and a bunch of that. So I'm using the Reaper launcher, that's fine. Now, I I do kind of like this. You should try spawning to spawn a working planet, and maybe you succeed, unlike me. You need to spawn a stable point, what, before the planet? Ah, I didn't know that. I've spawned in 2 things here. That's good. Yeah, you die first. See, this is why, look, I like adding in the, damn you. This is why I like adding in the tactical lasers. Unfortunately, they're going to push me off, but... I didn't mean to spawn in a fucking brawler and a hammerhead, though, because I didn't expect to be able to win against that. I meant to just bring in a hammerhead. Okay. But I did fancy my chances, I'll be honest. So get in there. Give him a nice big bump. I'm flamed out, apparently, which is fantastic news. Really, really great. Have you noticed, by the way, that other Shrike before rammed into me like 4 times. Not once did his engine shut off. Here I am, after ramming into one ship once. What's he firing? He must be firing maulers, right? 1 mauler, 1 HVD, yeah. It's nasty. Just shit a Reaper out of him. There we go, that'll do it. Oh, you fucking bastard. That doesn't overload him. Why? He's like literally full flux. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, let me maneuver the lasers. Oh come on! I'm flamed out. Are you kidding? I'm flamed out from that, and he's absolutely fine. They gotta make their mind up on what the actual algorithm is here for what happens when you get bumped. Yeah, because I just get flamed out. Every time I bump, I just get flamed out, so it's pointless. I use console commands to spawn a planet successfully, but when I add conditions to the planet and interact with it afterwards, it crashes the game. Okay. That's weird. I guess the hammerhead has more, but yeah, I guess it probably does then, yeah. The Sabo still works better here. The Ion Pulse is trash. Get rid of expanded mags. Let's get rid of that. Excuse me. What other kind of medium anti-armor thing can we use? We could use a heavy blaster. I think the beam setup is just better. This is nice, I think. What if you do Dragonfire instead of Sabo or Reaper? Can I use Dragonfires on this? No. So because we're doing the Tritachyon, like the Tritachyon setup about like essentially the Starlight Cabal only use Tritachyon's weapon systems, right? So we are basically playing as if we're playing the Starlight Cabal. So I'm trying to stick within that sort of realm of weapons on the Tritachyon weapons list, which is here. So that's what I'm trying to stick with. But I like this one. I like this. This is fine. moving on. Medusa. Now, Medusa is a good ship. This is probably like the go-to sort of like in-your-face ship. Now, I've just got to remember how I would fit this. Double needle. Would I do double ion pulse? I feel like no. More like double phase lance, right? Oh, you know what? It's because I sold them a Dragonfire blueprint. That's why I thought they were trying to... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, if you sell it to them, yeah, they'll use it. Spawn a planet in any system. Choose distance from the star. Choose visual size of the planet. Choose where in the system it spawns and type of planet. When you survey, it has nothing on it, and adding stuff crashes the game if you click on it. That's weird. They're pirates, Yakumo. Starlight Cabal are pirates. The Shrike has 250 mass and the Hammerhead has 400. That explains a lot. That explains so much. Okay. The game's can't handle me playing God. No, apparently not. Okay, so what do we go with here? So double phase lance, maybe. Obviously, we probably want advanced optics then if we're doing that. That brings that up to 800. That would bring the needlers up to similar. Couple of PD lasers maybe. Do we need PD lasers here? Probably not. Maybe just a couple of attack lasers on the front there. Advanced optics. We'll keep it Omni Shield because the AI is going to use it. Didn't know the Cabal actually counted for using stuff you sell to the black market. As far as I know, it does. But wait, no, surely that wouldn't work. Oh no, of course, yeah. So technically it could. Technically it could, right? Because if the pirates are coded in to accept stuff from the black market as their own, then surely the Cabal can also be coded in the same way. Maybe that's a question for Dart. Let me see if I can find him. I've spoken to him before, but he was just under DR on Discord. But if you search DR anywhere on a Discord, you just get basically every message. So it's quite difficult to find. Also searching dark, funnily enough, doesn't do a whole lot. Underworld? No, I don't search. I want to search this one. Yeah, Underworld. Nope. Purple. Also, hello, Duck you, Capcom. Also, question: why are the ships purple? Because they like to party, dude. That's why. That's why. I need to get in touch with them, but I'll do that another time. For now, honestly, probably more flux dissipation. Something along those lines. Maybe even stabilize just to reduce that. Nah. Don't need that. Maybe advanced turret gyros. A 6-pointer we've got. I mean, expanded mags we don't need. Ultimate repair, armored weapons. Fuck it, why not? Okay. Again, AI. We're going to use AI here for this. 12. Again, well, I think a hammerhead's quite a good little test though for this. I just had something extremely silly happen. Well, please enlighten us. What's been happening? Ahem, ahem, and I quote, "The pirates have captured Marzana from the pirates." Ooh, pirates. Pirates in their mind games. Have you got like a different faction of pirates or something in the game? No. Okay. Yeah, this is doing its bit. Nice. Yeah, I think that's a pretty standard setup. I'm assuming that the MRC did something silly. Yeah, it sounds like it. Does sound like it. Okay, Starlight Harbinger. Okay. We got a large energy turret on a Harbinger here. That's not normal, right? Doesn't even use 9th hard mode system. I need to play a playthrough with the 9th battle group, actually. Wait. There we go. Right, you ready? We do advanced optics. We do integrated targeting. We build those in. Right. We do heavy armor. We build that in too. It's a destroyer with 1,015 armor and a tachyon lance and 2 phase lance. That's well, fucking busted. Phase anchor, a bunch of that. Okay, let's get Paula party time in there. What are we on? 18 points. So we're probably up to like, yeah, cruiser level here. Let's see if it can take on a Falcon first. Again, this is all AI. This isn't me. Is it ever going to get in range? Does he use the phase? Ah, there you go. But it does want to vent immediately. It's going to spend most of its time venting and shooting asteroids. I'm not sure this is working. Now, I'm intrigued how this would do against a ship of its own size. I mean, why not vent when you have the range advantage? Yeah, true. The auto fit for this one is funny. I'll have to have a look. Hold on. It just doesn't have to damage punch through. Yeah, true. But it's not even using its quantum disruptor. I do wonder if this would still be useful in a fleet circumstance, though. Like, would it do a better job if it wasn't pressured by the ship it was shooting? Well, I mean, obviously, yes, but... full salvo of missiles to the face. Go on, zap him. Phase Lancers. Ah, you missed your chance. Disruptor has no range without skills. What is the range on Disruptor? It's probably like 400, right? It doesn't even say. It doesn't even tell us what the range is. Okay, so that's like 1400. Yeah. That's 700. Okay, right. So that's roughly 4. Yeah, it is. It's roughly 4. They're exact. So it is about 400 meters. So if that's the case, then that's probably not the right thing for it. Well, maybe the phase lancers are, but maybe we want something better here that's closer range, like a Giga Cannon or an Auto Pulse or something. But it's got ITU, so it's going to stay at its own range, right? I think it's based on the center of the ship rather than the closest point. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. It probably is. This thing needs to get rid of... I don't think we want ITU and advanced optics. Add ship. UW, Harbinger, Cabal. What's the auto fit? Giga Cannon, Pulse Lasers, PD Lasers, or Plasma Cannon, IR Auto Lance Sabos. Nice, nice, nice. So, yeah, I think what we do... Actually, wait. Actually, wait. Is this not actually good? Like, one's... Uno momento. Phase... it's 20. Shit. Plasma Cannon, my beloved. My betrothed. My beloved. Oh, you hate it, do you? Do you not like the Plasma Cannon? IR Auto Lancers are a bit tasty for my liking. I'm not a plasma enjoyer. Oh, fair enough. I don't use it on a lot of ships either, to be honest. I probably should. But we'll see how this goes. Again against the Falcon. I'm genuinely intrigued here. Okay. Okay. Velocity is low enough that AI struggles to hit with it. I think I agree with that from my experience as well. I will admit, low experience with plasma cannon. What's the point of a burst weapon if you only hit 2 shots out of 3? Yeah, exactly. Not too bad for the bigger ships though, but still doesn't seem to be putting much pressure on, and still not using its quantum disruptor. So I have a slight thought about this. So 30 points for safety overrides. Okay, so we still want a similar thing, right? And safety overrides reduces weapon ranges past 450. Okay, so what we still want is, we probably still want the tachyon lance, and we probably still want the phase lances, right? And then on top of that, we just want heavy armor. We want armored weapon. No, we don't. Fuck that off. Maybe resistant flux or something like that, and then maybe auxiliary thrusters, or in fact, you know what? Yeah, because it's venting quite a lot, so that's good. And then on top of that, maybe something like hardened subsystems would be nice. Auxiliary thrusters, maybe. Let's try that. So building all those in. Then on top of that, we're having safety overrides, because fuck yeah. And then we're just basically having a shitload of capacitors and some vents. Wait, no, we haven't got phase anchor though. That's the problem. Is that going to be a problem? Do I need phase anchor? Is that like a non-negotiable? I mean, I feel like it kind of is. Attack Lance goes crazy with Aggie. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, I don't need that much vents. I don't need to have lots of vents, because I'll obviously recover that while I'm phased. Okay. But now the whole point was of safety overrides to make me make the ship get closer. That was the point. And now it's just, we've defeated that point. So we're just in the same place as we were before. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. One sec. Let's just try this. I want to just see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. I think it'll suck, but we'll see. Ouch. But it did use its quantum disruptor. And it does vent that 250 quite quick. I'm not sure what ship to go with then. Which setup to go with here. Yeah, this leaves itself vulnerable. I don't like that. I don't like that. So let's get rid of that one. I think we are better off with something like this. Personally. Try dropping the phase lances so it can stay at max range, and drop safety override for optics. Well, what would that achieve? Oh, you know what? Add shit. UW, Harbinger, Cabal. That's right. thinking about it. Maybe we need to do something more like this. So you're saying, tack Lance there. Right. So that it can stay at max range. So we add in 2 other lasers that are also max range, but also affect shields. Okay. We do advanced optics and ITU. We get rid of safety overrides. We're upping the capacitors. We're slamming heavy armor in there. Like that. Phase anchors going in. Like that. There. AI does funny things with anchor. Okay. Okay, so this might be the play then. But I feel like this makes it kind of pointless as a ship if it doesn't use its quantum disruptor. And it still wants to get close enough to use the phase lancers anyway. It's not really doing a whole lot, is it? That's shit. UW... what's it called? Harbinger, Cabal, Curse. Okay, let's, the one that we're in now, let's put that away. I don't think that worked. So, let's think about it another way. I think you should continue to other ships because we're already 2 hours in. Yeah, but we are doing this today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So, we have got time. I mean, it is a deep dive after all. It's not just a, you know, a quick look. So, now, the other option is something like this. Right? So it gets up close and personal. Let's hold fire on that. So we do something like expanded magazines, heavy armor, integrated targeting. Don't really need that. It needs phase anchor, and then we basically build in everything apart from phase anchor. Building an expanded mags gives it charge and regenerate. And we do one of them and one of them. And then we send it at a cruiser to fucking blast it, basically. So this is an option as well. Problem is it's only using its auto pulse, which is fucking dumb. But it is pressuring. Do aggressive pilots use the disruptor more? Potentially, yes. Potentially. Because I would say that realistically... no, maybe reckless pilots do. Because don't reckless pilots just dive in regardless of their range? Like, they just want to get in the fight, whereas I think aggressive pilots still kind of listen to their range of their weapons a little bit. I hate when ships flown by AI do this. They're high on flux, so their main thing is I've got to get away, instead of getting in close and then blasting his shields. Like, I think if I use this, I could kill that Falcon, but I don't think the AI can. But the thing is, this is the best it's been so far in terms of supporting a fleet. This is the best it's been so far in terms of support. So I do wonder. I want the iron pulses to work there. Right, so. Oh bloody hell. Ah, that was why. Hello? Okay. We will slowly chip away them. Yeah, screw you, bitch. That was quite a nice little attack then. Engine out, that's annoying. That engine's killed me. Live ion pulsar reaction, just turn off the whole ship. Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I'm thinking. Is if we can get in close with it and actually do some damage and get, like, past its shields, you're pretty much okay. Oh, piss off. I literally hit right click and it just didn't phase, so I lost an engine. Fucking stupid. Tell you what, those salamanders are having a great time, aren't they? Okay, just sit behind this asteroid for a sec. And we move away again. Basically, we just have to make sure we dodge salamanders and don't lose engines. I feel like this is one of those ships where it sucks unless it has all the right bonuses from skills. Yeah, and the thing is I'm trying to make it work for, you know, if people were to say like, oh, I just really want to use this ship, right? I kind of want to make it work for them so that they could try it in some sort of circumstance instead of having to have everything perfect. And then everything from then is a bonus. Nope. Nope, not JPEG. And I think this is the way to do it. Although I don't think this will be good in the hands of the AI outside of just a supporting sort of gunnery, really. Alright, cool, yeah. No problem. I'll vent. Nope. Absolutely not, sir. No salamandering here. Oh, you fucking... It salamandered me. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Okay, one more run of that, and that's it. It's pretty much toast. There we go. I'm going to bed. No worries. Full on. Catch you later, buddy. Sleep well. Yeah, Is it me or the AI could just phase through the ship and achieve flame out in 0.5 seconds? I mean, yeah, it could. Realistically, it genuinely could. It genuinely could. Right. I don't mind. So this one is more of a sort of just close range support for AI. And this one's just more of a like longer range, I guess. Or just mid-range. Both of those could work. I don't mind either. But the Harbinger's nothing more than a support ship when flown by the AI. Okay. So this is the Starscream class custom combat transport. Heavily modified offshoot of the Starliner, featuring across-the-board improvements, particularly in combat capabilities. Upgunned and even fighter-capable, the Starscream is a powerful combat transport capable of holding its own full fleet combat and supporting troops on the ground. However, their true specialization is luxury. There is hardly a more blissful ship in a sector than a fully loaded Starscream. Recreational drugs are sold separately. Alright. Cool. Let's try out these killer bees then. So 6 drones with heavy burst lasers on. Why are they different? So they took a wasp and then put a heavier beam weapon on, only to hand it off as to an unscrupulous collector upon discovering that it would be too expensive to manufacture. Whatever the case may be, the killer bee is a dangerous interceptor capable of overwhelming most targets with a barrage of heavy burst lasers. Alright. Say less. Now, I don't normally look at what's it called? The more civilian side of ships. However, this is a combat version, so obviously for the pirates we did the Mule P, right? It's a similar job. Now, I feel like this is really slow, and it's not particularly tanky either. So, I think this is going to be pretty much dog shit, unless we stick some long-range weapons on it. So I'm thinking just ion beams, tac lancers, or something like that, or even just 1 grav, 1 ion. 1 grav, 1 ion, 2 tac, 2 tac lasers, 2 more tac lasers, PD laser, maybe even burst PD. I don't think this has got much going for it. Oh, it's a cruiser. I did see that, to be fair. Okay, so shield convert front. Extended shields and hardened shields. Build those in. Let's go with advanced optics, a bunch of vents and a bunch of caps. That's about as good as I think it's going to get. So let's see. So it's a 15 and it's a partial. Let's go against the Venture. I think that's a fairly good matchup, right? Starscream versus Venture. Let's see how these fighters do as well. Wow, they got shat on. Oh wait, did they? Oh no, they're still going. Well, the killer bees aren't particularly killer bees, are they? IT might be better than advanced optics. Potentially, yes. So that would be 1200. 14. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Hello, Willem. How you doing? Hey, that's purple. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Everything's purple here, baby. It's a Starlight Cabal. That's what we do here. We purple, baby. How you doing, Willem? Here to relax because War Thunder was fucking miserable to... Isn't War Thunder just fucking miserable anyway? Like, that's what I've always, like... War Thunder, World of Tanks, all those kind of games I've always found miserable. Classic. A classic. Yes, well there you go. Well, it's dealing with the fighters. The heavy burst lasers are point defense, right? I can't see this being anything outside of a point defense ship or a support role like this. But maybe I'm wrong. We don't know anything about this ship. Okay, let's try this. So we'll keep the killer bees. We're going to get rid of all this. We're going to do something mental. And we're just going to slap a bunch of good shit on this. We're going to put antimatter blasters here, like this. And on here, we're going to put sabos, like that. And then here, in fact, no, after that, we're just going to do that. There we go. So we've got sabo pods, and we've got antimatter blasters. Right? Complete change up. Let's go against the Venture again and see what the difference is, if any. It has like no flow stand. He's a madman. Yes, I am indeed a madman. There we go. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. This is like the Cabal's version of the mule. Pretty much. Why didn't you vent like 10 minutes ago? It's surprisingly okay. Surprisingly okay. Again, like I've started to notice this. The more I play Star Sector, the more I've started to realise that a lot of the smaller ships really do fit that support role much better. And like it's more opened my eyes to things like escort package and things like that and how useful that is. Whereas before it was just I wanted everything with Reapers on, everything close range, and you know, I basically spammed the sky with so many Reapers that something would eventually die. If this had an aggressive captain in it, I think it would be okay. I fucked it there. That was my fault. I accidentally hit the wrong button and it turned off autopilot. The Venture is quite a neat ship in a sense that you can have a graviton beam here to just hit wherever, and then you've got a few missile staff and things like that. It's, yeah. One capital ship plus 15 wolves, yeah. Pretty much. That's kind of how it feels. Okay, right. I think this kind of does sit in the role of support, I think. So, you know, something like an ion beam, graviton beam, tactical laser, and then just PD. Something along those lines with integrated targeting unit, bunch of vents, bunch of caps. I think that pretty much sits at where it's best. Oh, I've not even got the drones in there. I would say though that maybe it needs something like this. Having some longbows might be quite nice. Or even thunders. Thunders might be even... Wait, can I use Thunders? No. Longbow, Cobra, Dagger, Trident, Broadsword, Claw, Wasp, Xiphos. They have proximity mines though. That's actually quite nice. Claw, nah. Wait, claws could be okay, right? Claws with the ion cannons. Claws with the ion cannons could be pretty nice. So let's try it. Because if they can shut some stuff down on the enemy ship, or they could just attack that. Yeah, like instantly they're shutting stuff down. And this is just a boat that literally just shuts down stuff. Not against that. Realistically though, I would just say don't use this in combat. Like, it's not particularly great. I might write this one off as it's basically just a civilian ship reskin. That's it. It's a luxury civilian ship, yeah, exactly. But it did say that it is a combat freighter. Like, if you have a look. Starscream class custom combat transport. So it's supposed to be a bit more like a Hound in that sense. Anyway. The interesting one. So we have a more unique ship based on the apogee, it looks like. This is the Climax class. Hell of a name. Hell of a name. Yeah, so our large synergy is back here. High-res sensors, Cabal upgrades, yeah. Okay. When the Starlight Cabal found need for a de facto luxury flagship pattern, the spacious exploration-suited apogee became quickly a favourite for conversation. Now known as the Climax for various sordid affairs that occur above its keel, this ship retains its long endurance and combat capabilities. But it's now the crew and passengers within, not interstellar space, that are often explored by its officers. Very nice. Alright. So, it's a very weird setup, but I think that pretty much has to be Sabos. This could be Atropos or something along those lines. This can be Ion Pulsar. Depends what we're going to do with this, doesn't it? Autopilot. It doesn't look fully forward though. I'm going to test it and see what we... No. And see what we get out of this. Wow, what are those descriptions? Yeah. They're good. They're good descriptions. Someone was obviously a little bit horny when they wrote this. Looking at you, Doc. Looking at you, sir. Shameless. This way it can kind of... No, this doesn't work, right? Let me start again. That doesn't look all the way forward. Ah, God. We definitely need sabers, because a lot of energy weapons don't really do anything with regards to shredding shields. Like, this can't be another beam ship, surely. But with the... Maybe it's more like this. Maybe I'm supposed to be fitting this like I was thinking, but in a different sense. Something along these lines. What is that? 500, 700. And then the medium synergy up front here can just be another missile pod or something. And then we slap expanded mags, not expanded mags, expanded missile racks on this. It definitely needs expanded mags. I guess that's why I said it. Hardened shields might be nice. Hardened and stabilized. And then built in those two. As if you can build in something that's already built in. What? Hardened and stabilized. And then we break out expanded mags, yeah. Slam it in there. And then we just get that nice and high. Definitely stabilized shields. Look at this. Okay. Now this isn't definite AI ship. What are we on? 18. It's the same as the Harbinger. Let's run it against the Stalker. And now I'm letting AI do the job of this one because it's a broadsider more than anything. Basically the same ship. Now, will it know it's a broadside here? No. Oh, it turned a little bit. Now it's just going to run away and die. Oh. Okay, it does do its job, just not very well. Yeah, it does do its job, just not particularly well. It's not good at it. But it does do it. So that's a plus, I suppose. What's up? The good stuff. So get in there, blast it. Oh! Oh, blast it! There we go. Well done. Take your time. I'm not sure how we were best. I might revisit this one tomorrow. I'm going to just put revisit. Because I'm not sure this is... That looked like it did the job. And I think in a fleet it would do its job. But I'm not sure how well. Now, this should be... I always say this should be easier. Like, this should be easier to figure out. A medium hyperdome. Oh. I guess we could have a heavy needler here then. Oh, no, wait. There's something weird about Tritac. Needler. 1 of 3. Okay, they can use all the needlers. I thought, no, you're right, okay. So, heavy needler on the front, followed by... there's no medium Atropos? Oh. Oh no, there is no medium torpedoes in this, is there? I think it would have to be harpoons then. Oh no, do you know what? We go Sabos here, because hell yeah, Sabos. And then we do double antimatter blaster there. And we do something like an ion pulsar there. And then we do Expanded magazines. This is just bullshit, so it's just point defense. We'll just do a couple of those on the back for now and see how we get on. On top of that, we want shield converter front for full shield. Hardened shields on there as well, why not? I would like safety overrides, but I don't think I'm going to get it. That would take us to 107. No, 111. So we'd have 19 points left here. That might do it. Testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Oh yeah, that'll actually do it. That's plenty. Okay. And then we let the AI do its thing. And this is just a full-on attack cruiser. Let's put this against an Eagle. The reason the Eagle is just like the king of 1v1s is usually because it's got enough maneuverability and speed to be able to back away whilst doing this long-range damage that you see here. However, I was about to say, however, the Fury should just charge in and absolutely, if it can just get in there, it'll dominate that thing's shield so fast. But it needs to actually get in there. That Needler did fuck all. And by the time he's backed off and recharged, that the Eagle's clear. Okay, right. Hold the phone. Let me see if it's an AI thing or it's a ship build thing. As if it just shut down both of my AM blasters as I was about to shoot. Fucking cheating, bro. Cheating. Now you're done for now, boy. You're done for now, boy. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's just the AI is shit. Okay, there we go. Nice. Fury. I think we solved that one quite quickly. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, the Starlight EOS then. Interesting. What? I've never flown this ship. Have you guys got recommendations for this by chance? For the EOS? It's a very strange ship, I find. It's a very strange ship. So we only have 110 points to use, so it's not like we can use a lot of fighters. So we have to think about how we're going to do this. I think maybe something like a longbow with a broadsword is a good start. Because you've got Burst PD, Sabo SRM. I swear 90% of the Cabal fleets are just this thing. I agree with that. I 100% think that's true as well. I really do. I've never seen this. This is a combat transport, and I never see this in their fleets. I very rarely see these. I see these. These are in their fleet all the time. And the Tempests and the Wolves are in the fleet. But then it's mainly just this. That's it. And I don't know why, but it is. Okay, so maybe we just go with a couple of like killer bees on top of that. So large synergy then. This could be missiles. Can we do Squall? Squall would be quite nice. We can. Squalls, locusts. Yeah, I mean, again, Pelham LRMs as well. Can't do Pelhams. Never mind. So it's going to be Squalls. And then on top of that, it's going to be... What's the range on Squalls? 2500. It could just be harpoons from there. And then it's just going to be PD. Actually... No, it's not. It's not going to be PD at all. Right. Now, I would like expanded deck crew here. I would like hardened shields. Because we have a 360 arc already, which is nice. Is it an Omni or a front? It's a front. It's fine. I probably want expanded missile racks. Build those in. We're not using any weapon flux per second right now. Well, maybe then we could have some point defense. Maybe it's worth a little bit, right? Ten and 10. There we are. Starscream is marked as rare, but the rest are default. Ah, okay, that'll be why I don't see that then. 25. So let's put this up against an Eradicator. If this wins, I'll be shocked. But it just may. It just may, just very slowly. Again, hell of a good support ship mode. I see why they just have these. Yo, Digital, what's up? Hey Sana, how are you in the game going? Did the dev do any updates on the base game? The only update that I've seen for the base game recently, mate, is the expanded mode, the hardcore version that they're doing. That's the only thing I've seen recently. Unless there's anything new. Fractal softworks.com. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the blog. Extended mode, that's it. That's the last thing I've seen is the extended mode. Just watch what you did to the Harbinger by turning back the stream on YouTube. The mag build is great. The mag build. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. But I cringed all the time from your piloting skills. Yeah. That's normal. You should be used to that by now, Digits. Come on. But yeah, welcome in, Digital. Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't think there's any newer like updates coming though. Is the answer to that one, pal. Well, that works. And I think realistically, all you do here is you've got harpoons if you need them. You can change out these killer bees or, you know, things to other fighters. You know, you can do cobras. You can do... What else? What else can they do, actually? Yeah, claws, broadswords, wasps. You can do any of that. So that one was extra bad for me since it's my favorite ship. Sorry, man. I hate the Harbinger. I hate it. Trident is included in known fighters twice. I wonder if that makes it get more chances to be selected. Ah, well, there you go. That's true. I mean, you could do something along the lines of... Because we can't select Trident here for 20. But what we could do is drop this down to, say, Wasps. And then click Trident for 20 here. In fact, we can actually up this. 10's pretty good. Got the claws. I wonder if this will do better. But eventually does win and against an Eradicator, which is kind of nice. Because Eradicators generally are pretty good. I do like Eradicator. I think, yeah, Eradicator is probably my favourite ship, to be honest. But that initial pressure is insane. That is really good initial pressure from the EOS. And you've just got that constant, like, battering from squalls as well. Look at that. I'm not saying, obviously, the Eradicator shield is the best thing about it either. It's a pretty weak shield when it comes to it. But this fighter volley, coupled with the flares as well, is quite nice. Okay, I can't wait for it to be full release on Steam since the dev mentioned they won't put it on Steam until he thinks it's ready. Maybe the positive and negative review has him worried. Well, the thing is, Digital, is, yeah, if he puts it on Steam and it's not in a great state, it will pretty much kill his Steam release instantly, just because he's a small, like, independent developer, right? So I actually think that's the right choice. Like, if you look at what happened to, I know people think it's a scam and all this kind of stuff, but if you look at what happened to Ashes of Creation, for example, they put that on Steam rushed, and then it just got, like, intensely downvoted and ruined. Obviously, there was a lot more going on behind the scenes there, so it's probably a bad example. But yeah, for this kind of game, it could kill it. So he has got to be very careful with it. I do think it's nearly in a state where they could release onto Steam. And the good thing is a lot of the modders would also probably put their mods onto the workshop, which would be really nice. There we go, they're getting battered now. Just shut his ship down entirely, though. This is nasty. I actually really like the EOS. I might have to do a carrier playthrough where I just play EOS. Imagine 10 of these running around. 8 of these, you know? All with different weapon systems, all with different fighters. It would be carnage. Yeah, I like this. It's very good. I'm keeping this. Okay, Aurora then. Now, Aurora is a pretty special ship. So, you know what happens to special ships. Safety overrides, baby. Yes. Yes. Wait, no. Yes. Yes. This is the way. This is the way. We just slam a bunch of attack lasers there. PD lasers there. Shield conversion front. Build that in for more damage reduction. Stabilize shields 100%. Build that in. And we want... We won't have integrated targeting it, there's no point. And we'll do... We don't need expanded missile. Actually, we do need expanded missile racks. We'll build in that one. And then we do... that, basically. And now we fuck shit up. 30 points. Okay. How's that? That's what I thought. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, I know when the base game updates, the modders have to do update too. That's why some modder on Project Zomboid waiting on the 29th for build 42 update after 4 years on build 41. Yeah, and I think it'll be a similar I think it'll be a similar thing for the Steam release, right? You'll have a lot of the modders all of a sudden have to make sure that their mods can be added via workshop and things like that, which is going to be very different. The one thing I do like is I know there was that whole debacle before about people putting malware on the mods and stuff like that as well, which is never good. It obviously it taints, you know, it taints like the Oasis, doesn't it? Which is always annoying. But hey, that's life, I suppose. Okay. On to the big boys. On to the big boys. I think regardless of what you do here, I mean, this is an incredible ship. Like, it's just such a good ship. You can get behind anything, and then you just go like this. You just gotta laugh, haven't you, and just blast shit. Oh, you bitch. And like, he can burn drive all he wants, but he's just dead here. Like, it's the end of him. Well, that's all my guns switched off. Just delaying the inevitable here, sir. Have some back, bitch. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if I was going to fly anything in this fleet so far, it would be this. This thing is insane. It just is. Sadly, these aren't small missile racks. If they were missile hardpoints, missile autoloader would go so hard here. Unfortunately, it's not. So we have to deal with just having 2 Reapers, maybe 3 if you have... No, sorry, 4 if you have the captain with the missile specialization. But if you were to fly this thing, I would say make sure you have missile specialization on it, on the captain, just because then you get 4 Reapers. You can kill practically anything in this thing at that point. Maybe not like one-on-one the ziggurat type thing, but you know, you can certainly do a lot of damage. Right. The Doom. Or what is it called here? Oh, it's the Starlight Doom. Cool. Okay. So these literally look like missile racks. However, I think these are heavy needlers, right? And then these are antimatter blasters. What are we thinking for the Doom? Ballistics instead of Reapers, though? Oh, for the Aurora, you reckon? Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a possibility. Maybe that is something we should look at. Maybe some light assaults or something. What ballistic would you say, though? Because realistically, we're not using railguns. What ballistics can Tritachyon actually use? Needler or railgun? That's your choice. I don't think. You would have to do this. And then do... that. 4 needlers, 3 ions. If you were to give it to AI, I wonder how that works with this. This is probably more of an AI ship, right? Personally, though, I think the Reapers are just better for the player. Because you can use it like an assassin. It's just so quick. However, now I know I've not put it up against something that's very heavily shielded. I probably should have thought about that. Let's put it up against an Odyssey. We'll give it 10 minutes to actually engage. It's never going to engage, actually. The Odyssey's just firing too much shit at it. Hey, look, I'm sorry, but the AI just doesn't understand. Like, if it just got in closer, it'd be fine. Rayward, yo, what's up? Oh, hey, Starlight Cabal. Indeed, yeah, we're checking out the Cabal this time. Now, I've always thought, right, so as much as they say, yeah, with needlers or whatever. So if I go against the Odyssey there, let's see what happens. Let's do light needlers on, ion pulsers on. There we go. Right. Right. So we just get in, a couple of sabos in there. See, now this is it though. That's the end of it. But the problem is now we don't have the punching power to really kill it that quick. Because we've got too many needlers. Maybe 2 needlers is the way. But yeah. Heavy blaster, yeah. Yeah, exactly, something like that, you know. Something just to add a little bit of pressure to armor and hull. Once we start pushing through, we'll start taking him down, like chipping him away. But it just takes some time. Maybe even just a couple of AM blasters instead of the needlers. How about a mining blaster? I mean, that is a choice. I don't think Tri-Tac can use mining blasters though. I don't think that's a thing they're using their fleets. Ah, shit. Isn't this magical? Well, I'm on the wrong side of it. I'm on the deadly side. I can't fucking move. There we go. I'm good. Don't want to be on the deadly side of the Odyssey. It's deadly. Losing a name. Ah, there we go. Fucking blasted. There we go. Went down with it. Have you faced off a Medusa or Anubis? I haven't faced off an Anubis, no. But the Medusa we've played against. Yeah, I think if we're going to do anything here... okay. I think that's a better... That's better to do it that way, I think. Because you just have that extra little punch that you don't have with the needlers if you're going to do it. Maybe not, but it's a HE weapon which you can slot in medium energies or medium ballistic. Yeah, for sure. Let me check. Medium ballistics. The only one that Tri-Tac can use is hypervelocity or heavy needler. Yeah, the mining blaster's not on there, so we can't use that today. However, you could use that. Yes, you could use that. You have the slots for AM blasters and needlers, though. Yes, but do we have the points? That's the thing. Because I'm already struggling for points here with no point defense in these slots. And one missing small energy turret. Like, we could take off safety overrides. You know? But then we struggle here. And we have to go... To even get close, we need 30. I need to get that mod that allows me to search this. So I feel like, realistically, if you're going to do it, and you want to fill slots, you want to do Reapers. That's how it feels to me. Maybe I'm wrong. The Reapers felt the most dominating of the lot. So if I hold on, let's do Needler. Let's do Reapers again here. Okay. Then we had I had tack lasers here before, but I don't think we want those. Although it was a nice little bit of added extra pressure. There was PD down here. And then there was something here. Attack lasers, I think. 444. Okay, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do... Not quite. Something like that. So you can just shit those out. We can shit that out. I'll control the Reapers and the AM blaster. There you go. Let's take on the Odyssey now. Now, realistically, this should be more difficult. Just think about what I'm fucking doing here. So we're just blasting here for a bit. We're just blasting for a bit. Waiting for our sabos to do their job. Yeah. Steadily just blasting away, you know. Get a little plasma burn back over there. Ow. There we go, that's my own fuck up there, I deserve that. So we can't do anything right now, so we'll just let him fucking spin away, it's fine. See you later. I'm probably dead here. He bumped me back in the right direction. Dope. I need to... Nah, I fucked it. Yeah, I'm dead here. I have now is none of my weapons are online. Right. One day we'll have weapons. This is done for, by the way. We can't win this. This is a loss. Yeah, I fucked up. As soon as you get flamed out into something like that, you're fucked. It's just the end of you. So, I've got Now, see, needlers here would be much nicer. Because you can push down that shield a hell of a lot easier. I don't want to be spinning the fucking Odyssey there. I fired an anti-matter blaster shot to see what it did, and obviously didn't have the anti-matter blasters ready. The target ready to see. Oh. Focus too much on what I was shooting and not what I'm actually doing. Hello? Oh. Done for. Yeah, done for. Yeah, I don't like... Against an Onslaught, this was fine, but against an Odyssey, it's a problem. It's just got so much, like, anti-shield firepower on it. Maybe I just need to be better at dropping my shields every now and then. There's nothing. That does something. Oh, I've missed both. Great. Obviously, missing all your Reapers isn't useful either, so remember that. Note that down. Missing all your missile shots is a waste of missiles. Crazy. Crazy when you think about it. Oh, of course, yeah. Anti-matter blasters off, of course. I'm just going to keep clicking until it fires. There we go. Fire. Right. Now let's get some stuff shut off. Essentially, we want the ion pulsers to be shutting off the stuff that we need shut off so that we can survive. Like a shield. So eventually, we would win this. Eventually. I bet Digits is cringing at the fact I can't fire anti-matter at my Reapers. He usually does. Classic. Don't you dare hit my fucking engines. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, I'm dead. GG. Fuck you! Right. I have now changed my mind entirely on this. Well, the thing is, it's all well and good. A lot of what we've got in this so far is anti-shield, right? This is the only other one that's not really. This is very anti-shield. This is very heavily pushing shield. It's got longbows, it's got squalls, it's long range, it fucks. Right? The Fury, Saber Missile, Heavy Needler, that's not bad either. This, double Sabo, triple Sabo. Yeah, again, lots of shield there. Missing few Reapers are fine, getting the whole fighting style wrong is the cringe. Again, Graviton Beam, some claws. Again, a lot of what we have here is pressure. And all of that pressure adding up to also fight with this, I think we'll be fine. Let's try this. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna fly that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. We're gonna do that one, that one, that one, that one. Deploy. It's the fleet battle versus Odyssey. We're gonna go An Odyssey, we're going to do a Moor and a Falcon. We're going to do a couple of Enforcers, a Shark, a couple of little frigates. Alright. I think this will be fine now, I'll be honest. Obviously the Odyssey comes straight after me. Little bitch. It very quickly brought its shields around then, didn't it? Peace. Okay. So we should be, our fleet should be able to basically just slap everything around that side of the field. But the Odyssey is its kind of force multiplier here. We need to help here. Should we have the boys actually come and help? That'd be nice. If you guys could actually come and help, that'd be grand. That would be absolute. That'd be so good. There you go, a bit of that. That's all it takes. Literally, just a skin full of Reapers. That's the end. Reaper. Again, as Damperfield did a pretty good bit of work there. I don't think it helps you that much against explosive damage though. Alright. The Odyssey was basically holding that fleet together. That was the whole point. But you can see how easy it is, like when you've actually got a fleet assisting you, the difference that it makes. And now we've got the fighters coming in and stuff like that. I think when I do this actual mod deep dive, I think what I'm going to do is, on the video, instead of doing the, like, you know, the ships, well, I will do the ships. Instead of doing the weapons and the wings, I will basically just do, like, here is what I think are some, like, OP fleet compositions for sort of, like, early, mid, and late game. With the Starlight Cabal, for example, this is what I think I'll do. Because I think that there's a good bit that you can do with that and say, like, oh, early game, you can start off with, you know, a couple of Starlight Medusas and, like, an Afflictor and some Tempests, maybe a Wolf, something like that, and that's, like, a nice little hit-and-run squad. You can have a Harbinger to shut stuff down, blah, blah, blah. Mid-game, moving into, like, a bunch of EOS with Terminator drone Tempests, so there's just shitloads of fighters all over the field. Really quick carriers, and then late game, you know, the disco ball, stuff like that. Anyway, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I have to go to bed because I am going to be in the office early in the morning, which is a shame. Otherwise, I would love to just stay up and carry on. However, I can't do that. I think there's still more to be said about this Aurora. Now, I think that the Aurora is kind of nasty in the way that you can also have it as a really, really nice beam ship. So that's something to keep an eye out for as well. So we'll have a go at that tomorrow. We will... there was one that we were going to come back to. This one. Because I'm not sure about this. I do think it's too slow. to be honest. Maybe it needs something like unstable injector or something like that. The Doom, obviously. And then we're getting on to the Succubus. All of a sudden I start choking. Don't ask why, I don't know. This looks kind of crazy. 2 large synergies, medium universal. Kind of looks like a fat pink liberator. So yeah, there's that. And then we've got this thing, which I'm going to hate because it's a broadsider, so this is definitely going to the AI. But, again, could be cool. Disco ball, which I'm guessing comes from in here somewhere. But this looks like fun. And then we have the Palace class, which is one of those sectioned ships. And everything has missile autoforge, which is quite nice. So we've got the front of a Paragon, the something else, and then more stuff. It's quite heavily armoured by the look of it. Looks like this is more armoured. Replacement rate does not go down when fighters are lost. That's spicy. That's spicy. Anyway. Let's have that one. Right, we're going back to this screen. I'm going to actually do what the Cabal would do here. Turn that music off. And we're going to get the secret rave DJ set going on in the background again. That's a bit much. There we go. So we've got the secret rave DJ set going on in the background. Right, cool. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Crew, thank you very much for the resub. If you are new here, welcome. If you've not already, click the follow button for me. I'm trying to get to 280 followers. I'm nearly there, but I've been nearly there for so long. So I'm hoping that I get there soon. The other day, my little thing that was like over there somewhere did say total followers 280, but it didn't update, so I guess it was just bugged. I don't really know what's going
update. On. New signal detected.
Oh.
A new entity has joined the network.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Eel. I must admit, I thought you'd followed ages ago. What do I know? But yeah, thank you very much, Eel. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, 280. Whee! That disco ball is named after my favourite anime. Oh, really? What, Disco Ball? Is Disco Ball your favourite anime? Alright. Anyway, so this is going to be going on YouTube not this week but next week. So that's the idea. I will be carrying on with this tomorrow and we'll be going through a few more of the ships. Obviously this has taken a lot longer than I kind of wanted it to, but I did want this to be a deep dive into the weapons and stuff, so it is what it is. We're figuring it out. And I know this doesn't have any lore behind it or any story to play through as far as I'm aware. It is just very much, these are a pirate faction. They do this particular thing. We're going to go out there, we'll get chased down by the Cabal a little bit. We'll kind of interact with them a little bit and see what they're like. And we'll go through what we can do with those Cabal fleets and stuff like that. I had a hair in my mouth, that's why I choked. I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, folks, I'll see you tomorrow for some more Star Sector. There is a story quest, but good luck finding it. If there's a story quest, I would like to know about it. If you know how to find it, let me know. For this, I'm completely open to spoilers. Just tell me, because it is a deep dive into the faction, so as far as I could see, there was nothing, but obviously there is something, so. But yeah, we'll check it out. I want to check it all out, I want to know it all. So far, I like this Starlight Cabal, they're very cool. I feel like their ships are a little bit misguided, in the sense that they have more armor. But it kind of makes sense in the idea that they got rid of all the old interior combat stuff and just put luxury sofas and like poles in there for people to dance on. It kind of makes sense. However, the EOS is looking like the clear winner right now. I'm not going to lie. I can see why most of their ships have the EOS. And it's because it is a clear, brutal carrier that is very, very good. So, I can see why. Can't complain about the swimming pool on the bridge? Exactly. Exactly, mate. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Right, let's have a look about and see what's going on right now. Not a lot, apparently. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, guys, I'm going to leave you there then. Thank you very much for watching. Eel, thank you very much for the follow. Crew, thank you very much for the resubs today. I appreciate you if you're still listening. And if you are still listening, I hope you have a good stream whenever you're streaming next. I was going to say today. Actually, I've just seen. But yeah, guys, I will catch you tomorrow, same time, for more Starlight Cabal. Thanks, guys. Peace.